So the lighting comes and goes, and I'm really not sure how much of this will work out on film, but hopefully most of it, or at least something. Seems that the ticket office has moved indoors. Tickets are now dispensed from the museum shop. So if you're a cheapskate like me and you're thinking, hey, I could get to see the castle for free, think again. A ticket will be required. And the lady has warned me there's an awful lot to see in this castle. Crikey, imagine facing somebody going into battle with horns on that scale. If he doesn't get you with the sword, he'll get you with the horns of his helmet, and you'll be gored to death. So we've just seen the bishop's living quarters, and we've seen where the congregation gathered, no doubt. I wonder if the congregation were all soldiers, or if there was no congregation as such, unless some dignitary was visiting and the bishop was in the castle, and he just carried out a private service here in the chapel. I'm wondering if that greedy Bishop of Riga, one of the Hermans, do you remember him from Haapsalu? Yeah, I'm wondering if he had his finger in the pie and may well have been responsible for this castle being built. Herman the German, remember? It's possible. Oh, there's the old altar of St. Peter's and St. Paul's of Karma. Karma? Different type of karma. The altar completed about 1520 was initially located in St. John's Cathedral of Haapsalu. Blimey, you couldn't make it up. And it was removed from there in connection with the Reformation. Okay, well, hang on, this is about 200 years after the Bishop of Riga, isn't it? Yeah, I can't blame Herman for everything. Thanks to the fact that Lutheranism spread later on Saaremaa than in other parts of the country, Berend Berg, owner of the Karma estate and former episcopal bailiff, could bring the more valuable parts of the altar to his local parish in 1547. A lot more information I don't think I'll dwell on, but it's nice to see it. But the potted history, I think I'll give that a miss. And here we are in the medieval toilet. Well, I'm not in need of using the facilities right now, maybe later, but I'm glad it's retained some of its former charm. I wonder if it was originally a medieval toilet facility, though. Maybe not. But it's a very nice modern facility. Let's get back to the main part of the castle. There's the same poster I've seen a few times, and oh, hang on. That looks interesting. Permanent exhibition flashing at me. And as soon as I say that, it stops flashing, of course. And the Lion's Shaft watchtower. Oh, maybe they're separate things. I wonder what the lion's shaft is. What's up there? Oh, staff room only. Okie dokie. Better not dwell on other people's artwork or photography, otherwise I might be subject to copyright, I suppose. Now, is this exhibition Life in a Milk Container? Okay, so that's what this is about. I knew it was something to do with milk, but should I go in? Nice bit of silverware. And some more nice silverware. Looks like, oh, that must be to take teeth out. Ooh, don't want to linger here too long. You see, got me all jittery now, stumbling over my words. Oh, some serious business about after the Second World War. Oh, nice leather pouch. Milk farmers of Estonia. Although there are some nice old bits and pieces of gadgetry here. Oh, gets a bit serious when you see the bullets. And some wonderful original steampunk glasses. And what the Forest Brothers. Okay, so the Forest Brothers were the guys who were carrying out their own degree of resistance against Soviet occupation after the Second World War. And that went on for a decade or two, I believe. But anyway, the Forest Brothers' equipment sometimes included condoms and photographs with erotic drawings because they were mainly young and cheerful men in their 20s and 30s. They partook in communal work campaigns and parties and tried to take part in the usual village life. I'm not sure I should even be filming this. What's YouTube going to say about me? Oh, but your channel could suddenly go viral. You could blow up the internet. Don't know about that. Might blow a heart valve myself looking at... Well, I can only describe it as historic porn. Oh, some more nice steampunk glasses. We're in the dormitory. Well, from a hostel dweller. Seeing those old condoms. Yes, doesn't surprise me that we're in the dormitory somehow. And the state of some people's toothbrushes. So on a serious note, it seems maybe that these old milk containers were used to hide things required by the basically the Estonian resistance against Soviet occupation. And here's the full history of the discovery of these elusive milk containers. So I guess it wasn't as bland. So, the legend of The lion's shaft. From here, narrow staircases led to the tower of Tall Herman. Not another Herman, would you? Give it credit. Also called Watchtower and Prison Tower. The entrance into the tower is over an isolating shaft that had a defence function and is 10 metres from the ground. This shaft is also known as the Lion's Shaft. From the drawbridge we can see privies or medieval toilets. One of the functions of the shaft was to be a sump or cloaca for these privies. Okay. Shouldn't one of those words be a word that I understand? Never heard of a sump or a cloaca before. Executions were held, and in quite a strange way. There was a door in the wall of the courtroom that opened into the shaft where hungry lions were kept. The person condemned to death was thrown into the shaft straight from the courtroom to feed the lions. The lions immediately executed the guilty person, ripping into him. That's where it gets its name. Bishop Heinrich, not Herman, but Heinrich III, lost his life in the shaft. He was killed during a disagreement with the members of the chapter in the castle in 1381. Religion. Always the way it turns out, isn't it? Where are those lions? I can hear them, just can't see them. The ghostly roar of lions. Mind your step.